you are living abroad and you don't want to come back home and start from zero, this is what you should be doing right now. The first thing you need to understand is that financial security is not all about having plenty money. It's about not being empty-handed. Because a lot of people build their life abroad and they don't have anything back home. And if any problem arise, like the case of South Africa now, and they want everyone to go home, you see, you come back home empty-handed and you have to start from scratch. So let's go straight to what you can start doing today to build financial security back home. The number one thing you need to do is to have something back home. This may sound simple, but what I'm saying is have an investment account. It doesn't have to be large. You can start something as simple as just an investment account where your money can sit quietly and grow. I know you may think about inflation and think that when your money sits, the inflation will not beat it and all that. But that's the first thing. Thinking about this is the first step, having an investment account. The second one you need to do is to start with a low risk investment. You don't need to rush straight into investing in a high risk investment. You start something with low risk. It could be something like treasury bills. Yes, the interests are not all that big, but it's just because you are building a base. And when you are building a base, what's important is stability, not high return. So when you start with a treasury bill and start building it small, so you could do it this month and maybe you skip 1 month and then do it next month, depending on how much you have. Number two, use mutual funds. These are for people that don't want stress. You can invest in mutual funds, even like equity fund. The equity fund helps you invest in stock market. So because of the stock market, you will be earning a higher return from the stock market, and at the same time some percentage of the money in equity fund is also protected with a stable investment like treasury bills and all that. So your capital is not like 100% at risk. This is for people that don't want stress. Instead of picking stock for yourself, you just relax while the investment firm handle everything for you. Number four, protect your money with foreign investment. When we talk about euro bond, when we talk about dollar denominated funds, you look into that. For instance, if you are in a country that you already earn dollars, this will be easy for you to invest. You just, get a bank, get a financial this thing, organization back home. These things can be done through app, through emails, and anything. And if you are in Nigeria and you are looking for a financial firm that has been stable for a long time, that have been using also for a long time, check out the link down below. So euro bonds and dollar denominated funds will preserve value for your money. Because of inflation, it may not have anything to, it will not affect it if you are going to spend it, especially if you are going to convert it in the future and spend it in your home country. You understand? Because history has shown us that our currency devaluates a lot. Meanwhile, the foreign currency, most of them don't go down like that. When you change it, it will still become a lot of money. Number five, don't put everything in one basket. For instance, you can decide to do it monthly. Like if you have a mortgage that you already pay, if your mortgage is like, let's say $2,000, and you have like at least $100 that you can spare, or $200 you can spare, you can decide in this month, "Okay, I'm going to put this $100 here, then change the other one, then invest it, use it to buy one or two stock, and then use the other one to invest in equity fund," something like that. You split it. That it could be monthly, it could be when you get a bonus, but don't forget to invest at back home. Number six, think long term, not short term. You, this time around, you are not thinking about investing today and then tomorrow it doubles your money. What you are thinking about is, okay, if anything happens in the next 5 years and I have to relocate back home, how much would this money would have grown by that time, by then? That is what you should consider. Why I'm making this video is because I have a friend in South Africa who has invested a lot in South Africa, physical properties and all that. But because of what he's seeing right now, she has to bring their family back home. So selling of those properties and doing everything and trying to liquidate their assets is taking a lot of time. And they don't have even a pin back home for years. Number seven, don't wait for perfect timing, because there will be always, you always have one thing that is preventing you from investing back home. It could be maybe the exchange rate, yeah, your next bill coming and everything. Even my plan as I am right now, if when things become better in terms of security, I intend to go back home, buy a lot of land, plant something like cocoa, a palm or a palm tree and all that. This thing you can milk it for years. Maybe you just give it, some of them you give them between 5 to 8 years or even up to 10 years. You just give it the once in a while, you give somebody money to go and clear the grasses. These things you can milk the fruit, your labor for years, and your children will continue. You understand? So when it comes to investing, buying land, buying properties, they are very good. If you get reliable people that can help you get a property where they will not demolish tomorrow, then you can go ahead, invest in that. And you can mostly invest your money in all these funds that with a reputable organization, so that when you decide maybe tomorrow that you want to come back home and buy a property, you will see it yourself. You go to the government place where you have to check if these properties are maybe in government marked area or not. You have to check it yourself, then you go ahead and buy. Don't rule out your country entirely. We all our countries have limitations. So it's no perfect country. And also, this is not about fear, and it's not about being pessimistic or expecting something bad to happen, but it's about being prepared. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know a step by step on how to invest in dollar mutual fund in Nigeria or any other Stanbic investment, check out this video and the following video before that. Thank you so much for watching.